You've seen the ads, you've read the tweets, and you've heard the stories. That one person who turned 1,000 naira into 60 million or 100 naira into 27 million. And let's not forget those celebrity endorsements telling you that your big win is just one click away. Sounds good, right? But here is the uncomfortable truth: sports betting will not make you rich. Hello, money people. Welcome to Money Talk, where we take fancy financial lingos, break them down into simple everyday language so you stay informed, be financially smarter, and take control of your money more confidently. To our new and returning audience, thank you. In today's episode, we're going to be cutting through the hype, the heartbeat moments, the headlines, and actually facing reality. And we're going to explore the appeal of sport betting. We'll be looking at the odd and the reality check. We're going to be looking at the psychology behind betting. And we're going to be asking ourselves the question, does anybody actually get rich through sports betting? And most importantly, we're going to be suggesting and talking about few smarter alternatives that actually help you make wealth, really. So if you go to a random person and you ask them, why do you bet? Now, a random better, you'd probably get 100 different answers. Some will tell you it's all about the money. Some will tell you, I do it for the love of the game. And others would say, it's all about strategies, it's the numbers, statistics. You see, all of these answers, they could spark debates, they could spark arguments, and some of them would even be controversial and would go for a long as time. But if you strip it down to its core, it comes down to one thing: the thrill. Now, sport betting is not just about money. It's the excitement, it's the adrenaline, it's the rush you get when the game is on and you know you've got something on the line. It's that 50-50 moment that tells you, look, it could happen, it could not happen. And you see, it is that heartbeat moment when your bet actually goes from probability and then you see its transition into possibility, and before you know it, you've got a jackpot. And you see that thrill you get, that's not a mistake. See, every time you place a bet, yeah, there's this adrenaline, there's this dopamine that's been released in this brain, in your brain, and that's the same chemical that gives you that buzz every time you actually achieve something big. It is exciting, it is rewarding, it feels good, you're elated, you're pumped. That's just how it feels every time you place a bet. And the trick to sport betting is that dopamine hit you get. It doesn't just come from the win you're anticipating. It actually comes from the risk itself, knowing that this 50,000 naira could actually go, or this 20,000 naira could be won, or your 5,000 naira, or whatever it is. The knowing that it is a 50-50 thing. That is why people would always go back to betting, because it is addictive. That's the thing with addiction. There's just this satisfaction that you get, and when you don't get it, you want to go back to get that same hit. And you see, the beautiful thing about bettors is there's this illusion of control. You hear some people, you hear them say stuff like, I know the history of the club, I have knowledge of the game, I know the striker's form, I've got the statistic down, I've got the numbers, I've got everything, and I know what I'm doing. I'm actually not betting, I'm not gambling, I'm making an informed decision. Bro and sis, let's call it spade a spade. Yes, you're betting, and no, the bookmakers definitely know more than you do. So every time you're placing a bet here, while you're considering the excitement, while you're considering the wins, also consider the odds, because those two, they are mutually inclusive. They exist together. And if you place a bet as a bettor, 98% of the time, the odd is actually stacked against you. Every time you place a bet, the odd is actually stacked against you. That's why the bookkeepers, they design the odds in such a way that they would always win. That's just how the game works. They must always win. And that's why you see that there's sport companies that once building headquarters in Africa, that once building massive headquarters, coming or spreading themselves into Africa, building branches in different countries, and sponsoring the Premier League with your money. Yes, with your money. The money you place, the 20,000, the 1 million, the 2 million, the $100, whatever it is, really, that is just how it works. And guys, you see, when it comes to betting, yeah, there's just this awareness that comes from it, and people feel like, okay, yes, I know what I'm doing, okay, yes, I'm not gambling, okay, yes, it's gonna work. See, the truth is, yes, some people do win. Yes, people win in betting, and even you as an individual, you could actually hit it big while you're betting. But even those who win big or those who get to 27 million, some people still go back to keep betting because they're chasing bigger risk to get bigger money. And before you know it, everything they've acquired or everything they won, beats the 27 million, the 500K, the 1 million, the 2 million, the 100 million, or whatever, everything you realize they lose it all in the name of trying to chase something big. That's because sport betting is an entertainment, baby. It's pure entertainment. The game is not designed for you to win or for you to keep winning. The game is actually designed so you, as a person, you do what? The game is designed so you keep playing. It's designed so you keep coming back for more, so you keep placing your money, so you keep going again and again and again and again, and then you wonder if the odd is actually so stacked against an average bettor. Why do they keep betting? The answer: psychology. There's a pure science to it. It's psychology. Now, they say there's this near miss effect that an average bettor have. And that's when they say stuff like, oh, damn, I almost won. I just lost by one game. Okay, so what do? They go back. They keep trying. They place another bet and they keep going, just because they felt, oh yes, it was just one game. Now one game spoil am. And then you keep putting your money until you realize, whoa, I've actually spent 6 figures, 5 figures just on sport betting alone. And then another psychological aspect that actually influences people's decision when they are betting is the gambler's fallacy. And that's actually the ideology that says, oh, when I've been losing for so long, when I've acquired losses for so long, then a win must be near. I laugh. I laugh because sports betting is not your Snapchat streak. Every bet you place is independent of itself. The odds don't care about your streak. They don't care whether you've been losing for so long, so they're gonna, I don't know, compensate you with a win like you think they're gonna, because guess what? They're not gonna. So that's just the gambler's fallacy. That's the psychology. And then when you add to it the illusion of control, the whole I've got my numbers right, I know the history, I've got the stats, guess what? You've got your betting hat trick. You've got it all down to the T's. And yes, you could actually ask yourself, I know now, but some people, they win. I mean, I still saw that guy on Twitter that posted his codes or his sleeve, and then he used 1,000 naira to win like 60 mils and all. Yes, some people do win. They are professional gamblers who actually use complex statistics, big bank rolls, and strict discipline to actually win big. And then, yes, we have those 1% who actually win big unexpectedly, and everybody's like, yo, how did this happen? But you see, those people, they are the exception. They're an exception. They're not the rule. They're not the basis for why you think you need to bet. Person will never chop belly full, no suppose they bet. So if you know you're satisfied, you've eaten to the fullest, then fine. If you have something to spare, you can go and do that. So you know, okay, yes, I'm only putting in what I can afford to lose. That's the thing with betting. As long as you have the awareness that this money I'm putting in, it could actually go missing. It could actually go away. I could literally see my money vanish into thin air. Then that's totally fine. Because that's just the thing with betting. When it comes to betting, it's a 0 to a 1% chance. And 0 meaning it's impossible, and the 1 saying, yes, it could happen. But the thing is, you're not in control. You think you're in control, yes, but you are actually, you're not in control. You are not in control. The bookmakers, they are in control. They know what they are doing. They have everything down to the T's, and that's why the game itself, it's stacked against you. It is definitely stacked against you. Now, see, rather than betting, yeah, there's smarter alternatives that you could actually invest your money into to actually make you real wealth. Now that's the thing, see, sports betting wins. The money you get, whether the 27 million, the 60 million, those are not, that's not what's going to guarantee your riches, or that's not what's going to guarantee wealth. Riches, wealth, prosperity, all of these things, they are guaranteed when you know that there's a consistency coming from it, when you know that, okay guys, I can depend on this, I can actually bank on this particular thing that I'm doing to bring me something every month. I know that, yes, see, that is wealth. When there's a stream that never runs dry. But with betting, betting is not a stream that you actually think you're gonna keep drinking from. See, you'd die of dehydration before sports betting becomes a stream that makes you wealth. So now, what are smarter alternatives to actually build wealth? You could actually start saving. You could start saving for maybe an emergency fund, or you could start saving for something, maybe to start a small business. You could look into investment, investing in stocks, investing in mutual funds, investing in EFTs. You could look into agro investments. I mean, we have so many investments out there that you could actually put your money into. You could look into treasury bills. There's actually smarter alternatives. So instead of putting in your 5K, you see that little 5K that you think it's small, if you compound it over time, you see that you've actually spent a lot already. You spent so much already. So guys, in our next video, yeah, you do not want to miss that video. You do not want to miss our next video, because we are going to be talking more on these smarter alternatives to sport betting. So we're going to be coming to talk fully on smarter alternatives that could actually help you get a real wealth, that could make you money, and actually steadily, before you know it, you start to see your income increase. And so subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that notification bell you see, so you get notified every time there's a new upload, most especially this new video that we're going to be bringing out. So you know, we're going to be serving you the tea, and you do not want to miss the tea when it comes to money matters. So yes, subscribe to our channels, like our videos, share them with your friends. And if you know you have a contrary opinion to what I've said, if you know you feel, oh yes, sports betting is something that could actually make you rich, then please, most definitely, we want to hear from you. Drop in your comments, drop in your opinions, whatever it is. And I'm just gonna leave you with one beautiful advice. May the odds be forever in your favor. I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye.